We're going to complete the nutrition assessment first. So what is your current medical history?
My senior year of high school, which was 2008, I was diagnosed with juvenile arthritis and lupus. I was on medication for about 3.5 years and until my arthritis went into remission. And I'm now controlling that just with diet and supplements.
And what is your family medical history?
My paternal grandfather has type 2 diabetes. And then my maternal grandfather died with Parkinson's disease, and my maternal grandmother died of breast cancer.
Okay, and do you know your current weight right now?
I believe 108 pounds.
Okay, and what's your typical weight? Is that your typical weight?
Yeah, between that and 110, 112,
okay,
around that range.
All right. I'm going to take your height, weight, and waist circumference. So can I please have you first stand on the scale? (106.4). Okay, great. Step down. All right, stand up. Okay, 27.5 is your waist circumference. And now your height. Will you please hold that right there? Okay. 64.0 is your height in inches. Okay, sit down. Okay, over the last couple of months, have you had any intentional or unintentional weight gain or loss?
No.
Have you had any nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea lately?
No.
Have you had any difficulty chewing, swallowing?
Nope.
And any heartburn or bloating?
No.
I'm assuming you don't wear any dentures?
No.
Have you had any fevers lately?
No.
Do you take any nutrition-related medications or supplements?
I take 2 soft gel capsules of cod liver oil a day.
And is that for your lupus or arthritis?
It's for my joints.
Okay.
And then I also take collagen peptide protein. And I have 1 to 2 scoops of that in a smoothie every day.
Okay. And is that one?
Yeah, that's also for my joints.
Do you smoke or consume alcohol?
I have an occasional drink every once in a while.
Okay. And what's your current physical activity level?
I say I'm fairly active. I try to walk, to and from work as often as possible. And, I'm fairly active outside.
Okay. Your skin looks great. And you don't have any wounds or ulcers.
No.
Just reviewing and looking over the notes that I have down so far, I'm just going to predict that you have a very low to no risk nutritional risk. So I'm going to mark that now. And then we're going to complete a 24-hour recall, and then we can move on.
Okay.
Before we start the 24-hour recall, you do not have any food allergies or intolerances?
No.
Okay. Let's start off with breakfast today. What did you have for breakfast?
Today I had a donut.
Okay.
But typically, I have a smoothie when I first wake up in the morning. And then probably around 10 o'clock, once I get to work, I have a bowl of oatmeal.
Okay, and what time do you typically have your smoothie?
Probably around 7.
Okay. And so you eat your oatmeal at work and your smoothie at home?
Or on my way to work.
Okay. In your smoothie, what do you typically have?
I usually put the collagen protein. I have some spinach, a banana, frozen berries.
Okay.
Some almond milk. And that's usually about it.
Okay.
Maybe some chia seeds.
Okay. And then with your oatmeal, is that like a normal serving?
It's a packet of flaxseed oatmeal.
Okay.
And I usually put like fresh strawberries or fresh blueberries in that.
And then after oatmeal, when's the next time what did you have next?
Then I usually don't eat again until lunch, which is around, I try to go to lunch between 12:30 and 1.
Okay. And what did you have for lunch?
Today for lunch I had a grilled cheese and some leftover salad from dinner last night.
Would you say the salad was like this much?
That
Okay,
much.
1 cup. And did you have salad dressing on your salad?
Yes, it was a house balsamic dressing.
And was that like a tablespoon? A tablespoon's typically like the size of your thumb.
Probably.
Okay. Okay, and then after lunch, what did you have next?
Well, I haven't eaten anything since lunch yet. But on a typical day, I usually make like chicken or fish with a vegetable, either broccoli or sweet potatoes.
Okay. And that's for dinner. That's the next meal you have. What time is that at?
That's usually around 6 o'clock.
Okay. With your chicken, is it like 3 ounces, which is like a size of a card deck, or 6 ounces, which would be twice that size?
It's probably in between those two.
Okay.
So depending on like the chicken breasts, if they're really fat, I usually cut them in half. So they're thinner.
Okay.
And I usually have one of those.
Okay. And then broccoli, how much of a vegetable would you say? Like 1 cup?
Probably more than that.
So like
maybe
2
2
cups. Okay. Anything else with your chicken, vegetable?
Sometimes I'll have like a starch, either, like rice or potatoes or pasta, depending on what I make.
Like when you're having pasta, what is this typical size that you're having? 1 cup, 2 cups, this is a half a cup.
Probably a 1 cup.
Okay. And that you're typically eating at home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After dinner, do you have anything else?
Usually like a little while after dinner, I'll have some yogurt.
Okay.
With like mini chocolate chips in them.
Okay.
As a dessert.
Is your yogurt like Greek yogurt, normal like regular yogurt?
Yeah, it's that
yogurt?
Stonyfield.
Okay.
Stonyfield, I think it's called.
And how much of that do you typically have?
Probably like a cup and a half.
Okay. And your chocolate chips, how many do you typically have? Like a scoop? This is
way less than that.
Okay.
I would say maybe like 2 tablespoons tops.
Okay.
Just like sprinkle them over the top.
And is there anything else that I'm missing? Snacks in between?
Usually at work, I'll take a clementine to eat.
Okay.
And some, crackers or popcorn, whatever kind of snack food we have, just to get me through the day until dinner.
Okay. Now, when you're having your crackers or popcorn or snacky food, would you say that it's like a cup of it, a cup and a half?
I usually try to stick to the serving size that's on the box as far as crackers and that sort of snack food goes.
Okay. So like 8. Okay, great. And that you're having at work too.
Mm-hmm.
And would that be like after your...
It's either... if I'm really hungry before it's my, until it's time to go to lunch, then I'll have like my clementine.
Okay.
And then probably around 3 o'clock, I would have the crackers.
Okay.
Or if I'm full from eating my oatmeal, then I'll save my snack and, for the afternoon.
Okay. Perfect. Is there anything else that... Oh, I know one other questions. What do you typically drink? What, like your fluid intake throughout the day? What are you consuming?
Well, before work, every once in a while I'll stop and get like an iced coffee or like an iced tea. Okay.
And like what size would you say that is?
A medium.
Okay.
And I always get non-fat milk.
Okay. Like as creamer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's before work.
Yeah.
During work, are you consuming? Like,
I drink. I have a big container for water that I believe is maybe 28 ounces.
Okay.
And I usually fill that up twice a day at work.
Of water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you having any liquid with breakfast other than your smoothie?
No.
Okay. And then dinner?
Dinner, I either have water or a seltzer water, or a glass
like
of
a can
milk.
of seltzer water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a glass of milk. Non-fat.
And that you would say would be like 8 ounces?
Yeah, a normal glass size.
And then before you go to bed, during your after like dinner snack, anything?
I try to sip on some water like throughout the evening.
Okay. But nothing major.
But nothing major, no.
Okay, great. I think we covered all of that. So let me just look over this and then we can move on.
Okay.
Okay, so do you have any goals that you want to work on from now until the next time we meet, or I can tell you what I'm thinking right now?
Okay, well, I would like to, I'm getting married in September, and over the next couple of months, I want to focus on, gaining some good weight, like some muscle mass. And that's kind of been
like your focus.
Yeah, my focus as of, within the near future.
Okay. That kind of goes hand in hand what I'm going to be recommending Since you are on the more of the petite side, I'm going to say continue. We're going to still try and focus on the 110, 112 weight range, even though right now you're around 106, but that should increase as you increase your muscle mass. And then with my goals of just increasing your overall fruit and vegetable consumption, educating you on the importance of obviously incorporating those fruits and vegetables, increase your overall protein intake, which will help with and aid in your muscle mass, and then continue taking those supplements of your cod liver oil and collagen protein, which will help with your joints.
Sounds good.